So I don't know what game this is yet.
I cannot be other than I am.
It's Genealogy. Neat. We have Anand.
As fate wills.
Azel. They all look cool so far. Oh no! There it is. It's only a 175 too. Well, we'll discuss that in a second here.
I once dropped an iron axe into a lake. A goddess appeared and gave me a brave axe in return. True story.
I've heard of Lex at least. And that is our 4-star focus right there. He has a perf though, so that's cool. Are you gonna have blue flyer duel 4?
Crybaby and worse when I was younger, but I am no longer that child.
I called it. That was a hard read. Well, that's cursed. Ooh, we have new OCs showing up, so that's cool. Okay, that looks like it's it. We have Lex on green, these two on red, and you on blue. A lot to unpack there, Chief. So, right off the bat, full disclosure, I don't recognize these characters. I haven't played Genealogy. I've heard of Lex, but that's basically it. I want Echoes, goddammit. Oh, let me put chat back on screen. With Echoes, it's awkward because there's only enough characters left in the game for like one more banner, and like most of the characters left are dudes. So, God knows they don't want to do a banner that mostly has dudes. They would never. Who the McFuck is Dithorba, and why are they the GHB? I have no idea who Dithorba is. Let me look it up real quick. Looks like we're getting a lot of flyers this time. I think Dithorba is also a flyer. As someone who has some interest in competitive game modes in Fae, I will say what I'm immediately curious about are these very cursed tier 4 dual skills. Let's read over this carefully just to make sure we're not missing anything. HP plus 5, everything else plus 2. Okay. If a unit is 5-star level 40, blah 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 blah, a legendary hero or mythic hero, and unit stats total less than 175, treats unit stats as 175 in modes like Arena. Well, actually, okay. Wait, okay, hold on, pause. Everyone, silence in the room, please. If unit is 5-star level 40, not a legendary hero or mythic, and unit stats less than 180, treats unit stats as 180. Oh, what? That's weird, right? Okay. So they get 175 if they're legendary or mythic. If they're not legendary or mythic, they get 180. Okay. So the thing with dual skills, to this day I'm still using dual skills for my arena core. Literally, my entire arena core just has 4 dual skills. So I can tell you from experience that they are not enough. Definitely not enough to stay in tier 21. Usually they're enough to alternate between tier 20 and tier 21. And they are also enough to get like top 3000 in Arena Assault. But given what they're for, right, like they're supposed to make them score better in Arena, and like at this point they are actually pretty outdated, because like the infantry units they print now have a higher scoring bin than 170. If they actually wait. I think that's only if they have a super boon, right? But yeah, you get the point. I actually don't know how I feel about this, because I actually do think that the dual skills were outdated. It's just that the fact that there actually are printing like tier 4 dual skills, it's kind of like an admission of some sort that just makes me more cynical about the game in general, but whatever. And this has the same exact text, it seems. And yeah, Ian brings up a good point, which is just that the only units that need it are like Gen 1 units. But not only do they need like the scoring boost, they also need the stat boost, like desperately. So this is actually a pretty big deal. they like desperately need the stat boost. Like my arena core is 3 Gen 1 units and 1 Gen 3 unit. Like the Gen 1 units come up short pretty frequently, just in terms of raw stats and stuff. Like my arena core has almost no way to kill Legendary Chrom, Duel, Lyn, Byleth. Yeah. So there's actually a chance that I will spark for one of these tier 4 skills. Not even gonna lie. What I'll do is, since this banner will still be up when the next legendary hero comes, I'll probably just wait and see who the next legendary is. And if it's not Micaiah, then I'll go and spark for one of these bullshit tier 4 skills. Anyway, sorry for rambling. And I like her art. Looks distinct from the other characters. Inheritable sword. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe during combat, and neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack and defense during combat. I want to say that's just what Dex Swabber does. It's just like a sword, which is Dex Swabber. So I mean, that's good. We'll take it. Dex Swabber's text might be like slightly different. It might be like, instead of neutralizing foes' bonuses, it might neutralize your penalties. But anyway. She also has sturdy impact and guard bearing, so that's pretty good fodder, I suppose. And she's on red, which means if you're polling for Azel, trying to get that tier 4 skill, then you might end up getting her as well. Azel seems like the whale unit. Azel and Aranis, both of them are pretty nutty, from what I can see. Sparking Tome. Speed +3. At start of combat, if foe's HP greater than 50, inflicts speed res -6 on foe during combat. And inflicts penalty on foe speed res during combat equal current bonus on each of foe's stats ×2. So it's like a virtual panic effect, is what it is. It's not quite the Pledgian effect. Wasn't it Fiora who was the first? Oh, Fiora had Pegasus Flight. Otherwise, the only units that have had guard bearing have been Hell and Summer Ingrid, I'm pretty sure. So guard bearing is now in the permanent pool for the first time. Also, this is the first time you can spark for it, I'm pretty sure. So if you really want guard bearing, it's there for you. I think the only other weapon in the game that has an effect kind of like this is Legion's Axe. It has like that virtual panic effect on it. Rally up speed, which is kind of rare. It's only on one other unit, and I can't remember who. Our dual infantry we discussed. If I do end up pulling for this, I would have to decide between Erica and Adult Tiki. It's kind of a hard choice because like Adult Tiki really wants to have distant counter, and you can't do that on like a score optimized Tiki. That's a little annoying. Oh, we joint hone? Joint hone skills are super outdated at this point. It's all about the joint drives at this point. It's like kind of true, but not entirely. Joint drives are just really good and flexible, so they're definitely a little more desirable than joint hone skills, but whatever, they're still good. Speed res ruse, da-da-da-da-da. Right off the bat, he's a really good arena core unit because he scores well, obviously, and he comes with good support effects. I'm still kind of in disbelief that they're actually doing tier 4 dual skills. It was kind of overdue because they were super underwhelming before. Also, these skills are now like these skills are the shit for Pawns of Loki, because not only do you get +5 HP, you also get these buffs as well. Higher scoring opponents will appear. Stat total calculation excludes any values added by merges and skills. Like, I've always felt like if they're gonna add skills like this, they should be more transparent about how scoring works in the first place, but whatever. They've never been really clear about how arena score works, and it's kind of scummy because then they'll do things like the legendary hero remixes where like they might trick you into thinking that fully investing in like Fjorm or Ike will help you score better, and that may not necessarily be the case. Because their BSTs are very low. Especially like Gunthra and Harid. Flex is our demote. I don't remember the last time we got like a new green demote, so it's pretty cool. Skills, extremely underwhelming, but... Oh, Flynn, you missed it. Okay. Quick review. And then we got Lex, who has a perf. Grants defense +5, and inflicts speed res -5 on unit. Unit attacks twice. This is weird, right? Axe EXP in 2021, true. What, don't you have Spring Crom? Spring Crom might be the only other unit that has Axe experience, which is hilarious. And finally, we have Aranis, Lance Flyer. Also very good art. Also I called it. I said she was gonna have, after seeing Azel, I said she was gonna have B Flyer Duel 4, and I was right. Yeah, Axe Valor would be much better. The XP skills are kind of useless, not gonna lie. The Valor skills are at least pretty useful. Celeste Frost, attack +3 at start of combat. If foe's HP greater than 50, grants attack speed +6 to the unit during combat. And also, if unit is within 2 spaces of support partner and initiates combat, unit attacks twice. Okay. Pretty cool. I always like it when they actually use the ally support system. I guess at least they favor non-legendary units, so there's more incentive to put it on an old gen dude for arena scoring. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Could it actually be kind of scummy to make it score less on legendary heroes? Because like they just made legendary Ike, like they just did the legendary Ike remix. You know what I mean? And now right after that they're saying like, well, hold on. These new tier 4 dual skills, they don't work as well on Ike as they do on other people, so hold your horses. Bonds can go sicko mode in arena now. But what about Pawns of Loki? The rest of her base kit is really good. She is the 3rd unit to have attack defense reign. These units must sell very well because we've gotten 3 of them in pretty short succession. We got Levitain in November, Plumeria for New Year's, and now this. She's the first one to have it in the permanent summoning pool. Yeah, they're the best for Pawns of Loki now. Pretty scummy, yes, I don't like it. But also I will pull for them, depending on who the legendary is this month. We have a new OC here. Dogger. Is this another Guldenborsti back here? Oh, there she is. A Mecha Flyer? That would be pretty cool. So far, I think the only like Guldenborsti skill we've seen is Kanto. So we can see if she has something else. What's the deal with all these Genealogy and Thracia banners? What the heck? We just had a Thracia banner, right? With Asbel and all those guys. Yeah, Kanto on a flyer, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, Dithorba is the GHB. I think she's part of like Genealogy's Pegasus flyer trio, along with Aranis and maybe Anand. It looks like she may in fact not be a player character. I thought she might have been. Well, alright, yeah. Like I was saying, I'm gonna wait and see who the legendary is this month, and if it's not Micaiah, then there's a decent chance that I'll spark for one of these two. I'll have to decide which one. If I do Red Flyer Duel, then I can do Erica, but Erica's not like a super great support unit. Oh yeah, since I already have 2 summer Hellbindies left over from like a year ago. So if I do pull for this, then I can pull, or I can fodder our Dual Infantry 4 along with something else, probably like Rally Up Speed and Joint Home Speed. Well, that's all I have to say. Cool characters. A little cynical about the tier 4 dual skills, but whatever. That's it from me, Chief. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna do the outro for the video because I forgot. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're watching on Twitch, follow. And that's it. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out.